Today, protesters in Portland joined a national day of action after 25-year-old Joan Sebastian Guerrero was killed by an ICE agent in Biddeford on Monday. Ronnie Perillo was at the protest and he joins us live now from Monument Square. So, Ronnie, tell us about the size of today's demonstrations.
Yeah, Jacob, today's protest was pretty sizable. People filled up most of Monument Square here, and we've been seeing these protests pop out throughout southern Maine as people demand that ICE leave the state. Now, we've been seeing demonstrations for months. Operation Catch of the Day, which happened back in early 2026 here in our state, that fueled protests as well, but now it's been refueled by Monday's killing of Joan Sebastian Guerrero. Now, protesters here today were really of all ages. We saw signs and heard chants to abolish ICE, or at the very least reform it, but we also saw some signs calling for Americans to actually join the Communist Party and anti-fascist movement as well. Some people, though, not as extreme. One man I spoke with said he's fine with ICE deporting people who have a violent criminal history, but what happened on Monday in Biddeford was unacceptable. Many people here still trying to process what happened just miles down the road.
I mean, I think just grief-stricken silence, anger, disbelief, shock. Because it happened here.
I was down at Biddeford, and I'm here because I care about that. And, who doesn't?
It's horrific when it happens anywhere, but it's extra horrific when it happens in your community.
And tonight we do know more about that ICE agent who shot Guerrero. David Brulette, a family member and ex-wife, telling the Associated Press that he'd exhibited concerning behavior, but he did have a law enforcement background here in Maine. That investigation tonight is ongoing. Jacob?
And Ronnie, we've been seeing these protests across our area all week. I know you've been at a couple of them. So how is this one compared to other ones that you've seen in Biddeford, Portland, and other places?
Jacob, this was one of the larger ones that I had been to on Monday night after the shooting happened in the morning at around 8 o'clock. People gathered at Mechanics Park in Biddeford, and that's kind of been a common gathering place for these protesters. We were there last night, so I would say that this one in Portland today compared to that on the larger scale. But for right now, live in Portland, I'm Ronnie Perillo for Maine's Total Coverage.